Awesome. If anything, you could always just, I think, just send it through Facebook Messenger if that works. I don't know. You'll figure. I'm sure you got it. And whichever way you're able to get it to me, I'd appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. Let me make sure I've got this. All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Zach. Daniel Hart. How you doing today, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I appreciate you asking. Sorry to call you out of the blue. Once again, my name is Daniel Harth. I'm actually calling about the ultimate guide to high ticket closing, the one that you downloaded from Cole Gordon. Does that ring a bell by any chance?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, awesome, man. Just wanted to check in with you. Cole asked me to make sure that you got the email. Did you have any trouble opening it up or receiving it?
No, everything came through just fine.
Perfect. Perfect. I'm glad to hear, man. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please make sure you look at it. If you have any questions, I'll text you my direct line after this. That way, if you have, like I said, any questions, just give me a call. But I also want to kind of check in on you and see, what kind of really caught your attention to that guide and, what piqued your interest.
Uh, Honestly, it was just, to be honest, just the income.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
And I hate to get so personal in the beginning of the call, man, but talk to me a little bit more about that. What do you mean by income? Are you not reaching like some financial goals that you want, or is money tight right now? What's up?
Yeah, I'm pretty much paycheck to paycheck.
I hear you, bro. Yeah, man. I remember being there, man. I hear you all day, man. How long have you been kind of in this position?
Probably about 3 years.
Okay. What do you do if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a merchandiser for Coca-Cola. So basically,
Oh,
I have stores in my area that I'm designated to, and I just go there and I go in and I make everything look, make sure everything looks pretty, and I leave. It's pretty flexible,
nice.
but they just don't pay enough.
I hear that. Okay. And I'm just curious, man. I'm sorry. Is it just salary, or is there also like a commission if you get a new store to provide the Coke product or something like that? How does that work?
Nope, it's just hourly.
Hourly. Okay.
Hmm.
I hear you. And then, like I said, I hate to get so personal in the beginning, man, but if you don't mind me asking, and you don't have to give me an exact number, but just kind of give me a range. What is it that you're bringing in that's leaving you paycheck to paycheck?
I make about 3K a month, which
Is
isn't
that
bad for where I live, but it's also not great.
like I said, I remember being paycheck to paycheck, and it's never like big purchases that leave you paycheck to paycheck. It's all the tiny little ones. So I get you when you're saying
Yep.
like, look, it's good for my where I'm at, but the rent, the car, the groceries, the this, the that, like, trust me, I hear you. It adds up, man. I hate it looking at my statement at the end of the month and being like, how did this happen? I got paid this much, and the death of 1,000 swords or whatever it is, 1,000 cuts. It's just
Yeah.
it's a tough position to be in, man. I hear you. Look, I'm here to help, man. So like I said, please check that out and let me know if you have any questions. But what income would you like to be at? Like where would you feel more comfortable at?
Honestly, dude, I'm not aiming any lower than 20K. I know it sounds crazy,
Hell
but
yeah. Dude, does not sound crazy, man. If anyone says that that's crazy, they are just either in disbelief with themselves or don't have a plan for it. Like the cognitive dissonance when people talk about financial goals is ridiculous, man. There's a lot of people out there that'll push that down and be like, oh yeah, people on the internet make that, and they talk about it, but no one really makes that. And it's like, dude,
yeah,
no, people out here are making 10, 20, $30,000 a month. It's
yeah.
possible. So I'm glad that you have the high goals, man. Hell yeah. So tell me a little bit more about like why 20,000 though? Like what brought you to that number? Just curious.
Well, to be honest, are you a Grant Cardone fan by chance?
Very big Grant
Yeah,
Cardone fan.
I saw him give like a pep talk to his sales team, sort of, and he was just kind of telling them all that you should aim no lower than 20K, and I was like, dude, that sounds so crazy that it's got me fucking pumped. So
Let's go.
when I heard that, I was just like, 20K, let's go for it. I literally wrote it down. I was like, I just started racking my brain, like how in the world could I go from 3K to 20K? I mean, that is just insane. And
Well, that's the first step, right? Creating a plan. This is where I'm at now. This is where I want to be. How do I do that? So you're on the
yeah,
right track. Okay. Dude, Grant Cardone's a great influence. I like his stuff a lot. There was another quote that Elon Musk said, which kind of reminded me of what you said. And he goes, if you uh, plan on having a certain thing done in 3 months, it's going to take you 3 months. But if you
yep,
say, okay, I want it done in a week, you might not get it done in a week, but it's definitely going to be a lot quicker than 3 months.
Yeah, I
Right.
think
So
that's
that
called
20,000,
Parkinson's law or something.
is that what it, okay, let me write that down. I'm gonna have to look
Like
more into that because I thought that quote was real cool.
basically the complexity of a task will swell in direct relation to the time allotted for its completion. So like yeah, like if you tell yourself I have to write this essay by the end of the day, you will trim the fat and somehow get it done by the end of the day. But if you give yourself 2 weeks, you will make it as complicated as it needs to be to last 2 weeks. So yeah.
You just gave me the biggest insight to my college career, bro. It's like this paper's got to be done this time. Like, I got it. I got it. Always last minute. I think that's the
Yep.
reason I procrastinate because I somehow always get it done. It could be
Yep.
better, but I got it done.
Yep.
That's funny. Okay, so cool, man. So the $20,000. I mean, tell me a little bit more about how that would change your life, right? I mean, geez, we're almost multiplying our income by 6 or something like that. Like that's a nice
Yeah.
increase. So how would that change?
uh ah I mean, honestly, I just have big tastes. I come from a small town, but I want that like Dan Bilzerian type lifestyle. You know, want to fucking
Make sure
make
the
it
wife doesn't hear
rain.
you.
Yeah. No, I'm a single
That's
guy.
funny.
I'm a single guy.
Cool, man. Cool. That's awesome. I was actually about to ask that, man. How's like your support system with reaching this goals? So you mentioned that you're a single guy, but you still close with your family or friends that are supporting you through this, just like motivationally. Or how's your support system looking?
Well, I've got a couple of close friends, a couple of secondary friends that are not so important. But other than
Right.
that, I mean, all my family's either dead or in jail, so just
Sorry to
kind of
hear
me
that,
and my
brother.
buddies. Yep.
Okay, well, good, man. There's an interesting quote, and I promise I won't take too much time out of your day. I know we've already been on the phone for a little bit, but the quote that always everyone messes up, where it's like, blood is thicker than water. And
Oh
everyone
yeah.
thinks that, oh, that means family is everything. And the
Yeah.
real quote, it's an old Viking quote, if I'm not mistaken. It's like the blood of oath is thicker than the water of the womb, is like the full quote or something like that. Meaning that the
Oh.
blood, yeah, that the relationships you make throughout your life and the things that you guys go through together, that bond is so much stronger than just being blood related to somebody. And I could see it both ways, but I always thought that was super interesting. Realizing that, look, yeah, you have your family, but that doesn't mean that you can't make your own, right? Like with your friends and create like something like that. So I'm glad that you at least have those primary and even some of the secondary friends that are with you on that. Do they support you with kind of making this transition to wherever it is that you want to go to make the $20,000 a month, or do they think you're in and out of your head, or how does that look?
Yeah, so we have like weekly like guy meetings where we kind of
Hell
talk
yeah.
about what we're trying to do and what we're gonna do to get there. And we kind of go over, okay, last week, what the fuck did you do? Did you actually do it? So yeah, I mean they know and they're kind of all eyes on me. Well, not all eyes, but
I get that.
they know what's up. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations. We have the same thing. That's so funny you mentioned that, bro. I'm gonna have to get your number. We're gonna have to chop it up sometime because we
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
same thing with my group of friends and we call it Bible study. We'll go to like a
Bible
restaurant,
study.
we'll have a couple beers and just shoot it up and just kind of like make sure that we're all doing our stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's, dude,
essential.
you need that support system, man. So I'm glad you've got that going on. Okay. And then, with you making then the $20,000 a month, I know you mentioned that, it would change your life, but kind of give me some more detail on that. What exactly would change?
Well, I would go from not having a yacht with a bunch of Barbie dolls on it to having a yacht with a bunch of Barbie dolls on it. So,
I hear that. Who doesn't want a yacht full of Barbie dolls? But what's kind of
yeah.
like the reason for that, right? It's just the Dan Bilzerian lifestyle,
Yeah,
or
just pure
what's
enjoyment,
really
man.
attracting you to it?
Yeah, just
Nice.
pure enjoyment. Just the pure why not of it all.
If you have the means to it, do it.
Exactly.
Okay. Um, why would you like? Let me make sure I'm wording this correctly, right? Because like I said, I want a yacht with Barbies as well. But uh, do you feel like you're not enjoying your life to the fullest right now, or like what's going on with that?
I am. I am. It's just the means by which I'm enjoying it are smaller than I want it to be. Uh, like I
I
said,
feel
it's
that.
just kind of a matter of why not for me. I mean, I'm a simple guy. I do enjoy my life. I enjoy my coffee in the morning. I enjoy playing guitar. Uh, but I just want that enjoyment to swell. You know,
Oh yeah.
maybe not in like magnitude, but in the source that it's coming from. Because, well, like I said, why not? Call me crazy, but
No, not crazy at all, man. Trust me. I've heard much crazier things that are nowhere near as great as idea as that, man. Trust me. Like I said, who doesn't want a yacht full of Barbies? But let's see. If let's say you do get, the, and I'm sure you will, right? Let's say you do get that more fulfillment from the lifestyle. Uh, is that something that you've been thinking about for a while? I know you mentioned that you've been stuck in this spot for a little bit. Is that something that has been a long time thought, or is this something that recently came up? I mean, how long have you been thinking about this to have that awesome lifestyle that I want to join as well? So we're gonna get there.
I'd say, I mean, I had the hint of it probably at about 23 years old, and I'm 26 now, so kind of it's just been sort of growing since then. So for about 3 years.
And have you tried anything before like this in the past? Like maybe like an online sales job or anything other than what you've been doing the last 3 years? Like,
No, I've just been fumbling stuff around, uh, in my brain, see how they feel in the brain, and nothing really just made any sense until now.
and then, like I said, I'm sure you're gonna find the way, but if you haven't really explored any other options on how to get there, I mean, what opportunities do you think could make you that $20,000 a month? Like I know you were interested in this and you see this as a viable option, which it is, right? But what other options have you looked into?
Well, I looked into Amazon FBA, and
We're pretty similar, bro. Keep going.
yeah, I just I looked into the retail arbitrage. Like I did that for a little bit, and I realized really quickly that it would take a lot to be able to scale that.
Yeah.
And and then I looked into like designing your own product for Amazon FBA, and then I was like, man, I don't really know enough about this. What if it backfires? It seems kind of like a shot in the dark. So I just never really pulled the trigger on any of that. And so yeah, here we are.
I hear you. That's funny you mentioned that, man. I was looking at FBA as well. Interesting business, right? But
Yeah.
I hear all the gurus talk about like a lot of changes that Amazon is doing, and if you ever have a good product, Amazon will just come out with their basic version of it and undercut the heck out of you. And it's
Yep.
just like, what am I doing this for? Like, this is
Hmm.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bezos, get off of my business, man.
Yeah.
You have enough money. Let me have this, please.
Yeah. Just give me the backpack, please.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Well, look, man, I mean, I was asking any other options that you've explored to see, I mean, how kind of being honest with you, right? How serious you are about this. Because Cole Gordon and his partners, right, take this very seriously. We've got a great team of salespeople that are in our organization that make 10, 20, 30, $40,000 a month. And I don't want to say that to kind of like hold the
Ah.
carrot over you, but I want to show you how possible it really is.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I think, can I be completely honest with you?
Sure.
Okay. I think the best thing to do right now, the next step would be to kind of get you set up with a call with one of Cole's right-hand man. I think Brandon will be available. And what he'll do is kind of walk you through what this process would look like, what it's going to take on your end, what we're going to be able to do for you. Once we do all that, what the options that are going to be in front of you, which company we might set you up with or what you might think is best, right? It's just kind of planning out that roadmap of how we're going to get you to the $20,000. So I have his calendar out in front of me right now. Looks like he has available. Are you tomorrow at 3 and 5, and that's Central Time? Do any of those times work for you tomorrow?
5 would be better.
5? Okay, perfect. The
Yep.
call shouldn't take too long, but make sure that you're in a quiet space like you are right now, right? No distractions and stuff like that, just so that you guys can really get to the meat and potatoes of the conversation and make sure that you guys plan this out and know what to do as your next steps. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you out that invitation. Just confirm your email address for me real quick.
Yeah, it should be playboy69@gmail.com.
I love it. I love it. All right, so I'll send that out right now, man. And then, like I said, I'm gonna send you my number. That way, you've got it. Any questions on that information I sent you earlier, please don't hesitate to reach out. And
Okay.
dude, let's get this going, man. Hopefully, we'll have a virtual Bible study one day and catch up on what we're doing this week, bro. Keep
Yep.
that up. All right, I'm telling you. Hey,
Gotcha.
all right. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Zach. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
Likewise. See you, man.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Oh, it's
Dude,
recording.
you don't even need to do any mock calls anymore. I mean, you're done.
I didn't feel too comfortable there. You saw how I paused several times and okay, how do I say this?
Yeah, but your
Explain to me.
pauses were so natural. It wasn't awkward.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm like, you think it's awkward. I would tell you if it's awkward.
Okay.
I would tell you if it's awkward. Here, let's stop the recording so that Chris doesn't
Okay.
see us talking shit.